Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, and welcome if you are new. I am so happy to be here, and I am so happy that you guys are here with me today. Today's video is very, very fun, very exciting, and very fun, and very exciting. We have part 2 of my book haul. So in the first part that I posted earlier, it was all of the books that I've collected over the last few months that were special editions. You got your Lit Joys, you got your Owl Crates, you got your Lit Havens, all that good stuff. Beautiful editions, beautiful sprayed edges, all of the special things. And today we have our regular schmegular editions, the ones you can walk into the bookstore and fall absolutely in love with, plus one other special edition, because if there's anything about me, it's that I'm always finding books to talk about. So that is what has happened, and that is what is going on. I cannot wait to get into the video, so I'm gonna just hop right in, keep this introduction short, sweet, because I love book hauls, I love filming book hauls, I love watching book hauls, I love seeing what people get. I'm so nosy. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's hop right in the book haul. The first book that I'm going to talk to you guys about is one that you are going to get perspective on how long I've been holding on to these books for. In fact, this isn't even the one that I've been holding on to the longest. Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver. I went to a launch party event for this book on September 23rd. It was the most freaking fun I've ever had in my entire life. Going to a launch event and like talking to people about a book that you're super excited for, of an author that you have books that you've previously loved and read, and like just bonding over those is like actually the most beautiful thing, and it's opened up such a wonderful community to me that I've been loving part of. And Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver is her first actual trilogy. So she wrote Butcher and Blackbird, Leather and Lark, and Scythe and Sparrow, which were interconnected standalones. This baby, nay. This one is a full trilogy. And on a cliffhanger. Imagine my surprise. I didn't know. So I'm reading this book, having a good time. There's murder going on, romantic, but not really, because they kind of hate each other because he thinks that she killed his brother, but she didn't. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Then it doesn't end. There was no resolution. So Harvest Season, which is the next book, I'm so excited for. It comes out this year, I believe September, but it could be even earlier. I'm not 100% sure, but I am so excited nonetheless. I yearn to yap about the special edition that didn't make it in, so let's talk about it. First, we have the original edition, which you've seen before on my channel. This is actually a book that I hauled in August of last year, I believe, right after I did my last book haul. And so Between the Pines got swept up in this. Honestly, I love Most Beautiful, I love Most Fatal, and Between the Pines were the books of the summer for me last year. Like, they really reignited my love for reading. They really just had those summer reading vibes that I absolutely loved. Well, I mean, like, I love Pursuit of Walking Rom-Com, so maybe it doesn't have the summer reading vibes, but this one's a cowboy romance, and this one is a bit of an insta-love cowboy romance in a way that is done so well. So before I've scared you off, before you're running for the hills, she sees her boyfriend cheating on her. She says, absolutely not. She hops in her car. She's going to go to her family's cabin. She doesn't make it all the way to the family's cabin. Instead, she stops at the bar. She meets the bartender. They then have a 5-night stand. 5 nights. They immediately click. There's just something. And then she runs away. And then a year later, he shows up on her family's ranch to be a new, like, foreman, ranch worker, hand situation. This book was so good because Lincoln in this book is so damn bad, and he keeps telling her how much she deserves a beautiful kind of love and so much more than what her shitty boyfriend is currently giving her. It's delightful. It is so good. This is also the first in an interconnected standalone series. The next one is, I think, Through the Dust, and then the last one is After the Rain, but this one's my favorite, and this is the one that I own. This is the only one that I have because this one is just my favorite god tier beautifulness compared to the other ones that didn't quite work for me as well as this one did, because I loved it so much. I, of course, grabbed the indie edition because they're indie, which is insane. I love an indie romance, but I saw that Probably Smut had chosen it as their book of the month, and so I then picked up a copy of the Probably Smut edition of this book, because what do you even mean? Like, I'm sorry, what? I think I'm gonna have to, like, I forgot how stunning this was. In fact, me pulling it up like this was the first time that I've actually seen it in a little while, because she's been Spine out, but Love Most Brutal out. But I think I'm gonna have to rearrange to have her out for summer, because this is Summer Cowboy, and I love it to death. I honestly don't know what was in this book. I feel like it was just right book, right time situation. I love these books so much, and this edition is absolutely stunning. It's also signed by Amber, which is so lovely, but I don't even know what to say. I just love this book. I love the story. I love these editions. I love both of them. Like, honestly, both of them are so stunning. Now, this book I feel like I have hauled before and shown you guys, but I actually could not find photographic evidence. So we're all gonna pretend that I've never hauled it before, and if I did, we're gonna like just ignore that. We have Mr. Nice Spy. This is so good. She is just a pyrotechnic engineer. She does the firework fanciness, okay? She makes sure that fireworks work, and it's beautiful. It's so fun. Unfortunately, She is also the secret baby of like the big bad villain and finds herself accidentally kidnapped with a CIA agent and trapped in the Paris catacombs where they're fake dating to try to escape from her father. And honestly, it's a hoot and a half. It is so much fun. There's also ASL representation in this book, which I absolutely love. So if you guys have ASL book recommendations, please leave them in the comments below because I love seeing it in books. And these guys are just stunning. I love this book so much. If you want like a fast, easy read that you don't take too seriously and can kind of like roll your eyes at some of the perhaps like the big bad thing is called the kill pill. You can ignore that. You're gonna have a great time. Then you're just gonna have so much fun. It's fast, it's easy, and it's just so good. Like honestly, if you're in a reading slump, pick this bad boy up because it's so good. We then have what I call our indie bookstore day romance section. Went to indie bookstore day and I was not quite at enough money to get the free tote. And so then I said, you know, I've been meaning to haul Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Let me get it and then I will get the free tote. So that is what I did. And we have Love Theoretically. It's my third favorite Ali Hazelwood book and it's actually just a delight. So we have Elsie. She is an adjunct professor and honestly the women in STEM that Ali writes are so much fun. And so while she is an adjunct professor, academics don't pay very well. So she's also a fake girlfriend. She fake dates people for events that they have to go to a wedding. You need someone, she's got you. She goes. Unfortunately, she's fake dating for this guy and her brother's really hot. Which is funny how that works. Unfortunately, this really hot guy Jack has not figured out that she's fake dating his brother, but rather is like, why are you lying about your life? Like, you have two different career paths. We're at the same MIT situation. Like, why are you lying to my little brother? And she's kind of like, this is awkward. I actually can't tell you that. So like go talk to your brother and then they get together. It's honestly just a hoot and a half. Like I feel like if you love the vibes of the Love Hypothesis, you're gonna love the vibes of this book because it's like it's her goofy STEM romance. So to tie off our last part of Independent Bookstore Day haul situation, we then have the arc that I picked up. So if you spent X amount, you could pick out an arc from their arc cart. And so I picked up Thank You for Remembering. Now this has been on my Goodreads because I just think that the plot of it sounded so incredibly fun. So our FMC wakes up with amnesia. And normally I don't amnesia, but it's right on the first page, like it's right immediately. And it's about her getting her memories back while going on these like adventures with her neighbor. I will say that it leans a little bit more towards the side of like her everyday life. Like I feel like we're going through the motions of her everyday life, trying to find her memories and less of actually her going on adventures with the neighbor because he kind of tags along in like really cute ways, but also the romance is definitely more on the back burner and like her life, her friend drama situation and her like ex, it like she forgets an entire year of her life. And so she's trying to remember all these things that she had in this like transformational year of like moving to a new place, breaking up with her long-term ex-boyfriend and all this stuff. And so I will say this is not a review, but I liked certain parts of it. There was a lot of repetition, It also really helped me kick my reading slump because there was something about this book that was so compulsively readable. Fun time. I gave it 3.25 stars. And then speaking of arcs, we actually got a very exciting arc. I don't win anything. I know people who win things say that they don't win anything. However, I really don't. The amount of Goodreads giveaways that I've entered with not a hope in hell of ever winning, I never thought I would win. I never thought I would. I just thought it was like a haha joke. Like, wow, I get to put my hat in the ring. This would be so fun if it happened. But like, I'm here. I'm ready to be 80 years old and have never won a Goodreads giveaway. Like, I don't expect it. And then this showed up at my door. And then this showed up at my door. Color me befuddled. And then I realized I want a Goodreads giveaway, which is insanity to me because what do you even mean? Like, I feel like you never see people winning those. It happens. It happens, folks. Like, it's possible. This is my advanced reader copy of It's Different This Time, which is very fun because it's actually my book club's book. I have to say, I don't really remember entirely the plot of this book, so I'm gonna just riff. Our names gone. Our FMC and MMC live in this perfect brownstone apartment together. They both found it, they both loved it, they both started living there together. They're strictly just friends, and then they tip over into more than friends, but her life is a mess, I think, and then they like part ways again, and then they come back together because the owner of the brownstone unfortunately died and passed away, and in his will, they have to live together in the brownstone in order to inherit said brownstone. Well, like, they have to live together in the brownstone, but it's like not really implied that they have to live together, but they both have to be here for like the settlement that's taking like a long time, so they end up living together in the brownstone, and kind of it goes for their love story past present situation. Not my favorite in some aspects of the book, but also it's pretty as fall, and I would recommend it still. Like, I think that it still has some really good qualities to it. But this was my Goodreads arc that I won, which was crazy. I never expected it. And then we have our last book of the haul, and it's the book that I'm currently reading right now, and it is Love Among Thieves. So this is a spicy heist romance. So where I'm at right now, I'm on page 50. So I'm gonna give you a little brief thing, because I don't really want to read the back again because I'm kind of enjoying the book and I don't want to like spoil myself of like things I forgot on the back as I'm reading. So we have Adelina and West, and Adelina also goes by Addie or Ada. She is a hacker who steals from the rich and gives to charities. And so she steals from large bank accounts, funnels money, and then donates it to local charities that she really, really loves. Unfortunately, this does end up getting her caught by West when she accidentally steals money that's not his, but rather a mafia crime boss. And then the two pair up with another team of people that I haven't met yet to then try and take down this mob boss by stealing $50 billion in this heist. That's what I'm currently reading. And of course, I'm using a Love Most Brutals bookmark because I recently decided that I should start using bookmarks that I have. I know, it's a crazy concept. That is the last book that I hauled, but I have many books coming. Here's the thing, Indie Book Store Day also led to some pre-orders, and we have some exciting things coming up. Like, I feel like this year is a really good year for book releases. Like, I feel like there's a lot of books that are coming out that sound so incredible, or like favorite authors that have books coming out, which is also kind of crazy because it's also a book year that favorite authors don't have books coming out. I'm looking at you, Emily Henry, and Jessica Joyce's book is coming out early 2027, I think. It's weird that like two of my favorite authors don't have books. But then Kath Richards, my favorite author, has 2 books coming out. So there's that. I'm just rambling. I've been sitting here for too long. I need to go. So those are all the books that I've hauled in the last 8 months. Part 1, special editions. Part 2, regular editions. I'm going to go read, to be honest. I'm going to go read Love Among Thieves. I'm also going to go read my advanced reader copy of Fanged with Benefits by Kath Richards because honestly, I'm so excited. But I haven't read it because I only have 2 hours left according to my Kindle and I can't bear for it to be over. So I think I'm going to read Love Among Thieves. All this is to say, I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys have the most wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here with me while I yap and yap and yap. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.